everybody, and welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. I'm very grateful to have you stopping by today and always, and today's a special day. I guess every day is special in its own right, to be honest, but today is March 9th, 2020. We have a full moon in Virgo in about 30 minutes, legitimately, or maybe 25, Pacific Standard Time. So, it's Virgo, so that generally and notoriously means it's about maybe a little more perfection in our daily activities, a little more precision, straightforward, step-by-step kind of actions that may not be the case for a lot of us on the general, in a general sense, but this kind of moon would provoke that in us. It means there is huge and powerful energies for healing. And it's kind of also a known thing in astrology that from the new moon we had last month to the full moon, if there are things that need to be healed or need to be culminated and finished and ended so the new can come in, this is when it happens the most. It's the most powerful energy for that. So I feel blessed with that, especially right now. There's a lot of concerns out there for healing, and that's very, very favorable for us. So I like to bring that news to you. It is the weekly overall general tarot energy readings for today, from today the 9th through the 15th, which is Sunday, with the 5 major topics. I do have your I Ching coin messages with 2 moving numbers today, and then of course your super attractor manifestor card that's going to bring us the lives that we choose and love. So let us get to that program right now. Just making sure everything is clear. Now, you know something? I usually light a candle every new moon because it's my new moon candle, but I believe I'm going to light it today anyway for the new and the full. I just feel this incentive to do so. So let's bring that beautiful, once again, healing energy to all of you. I send you my Reiki energy healing to everyone out there in this beautiful universe. And with the fullest intentions of complete and total restoration and healing. And I see you all in beautiful, happy and uplifted energy. And that's the best way to do it, is to actually see that. And that creates that. So that is for you. Now let's do the moving numbers and the I Ching coins. So the first one, it came up, and after tossing the coins, is Che, and it is number 40, and it is removing obstacles. So absolutely love that. And 4, which without the 0 is 4, numerology wise, is about stability and strength, and foundational things being stronger and supported, and success and cooperation, all those beautiful things that the 4, like a square almost, would represent. In some of the well-known decks of tarot, you have the 4 wands, and that is stability and happiness and success. So that's beautiful. So the above part of the hexagram is Chen, thunder, movement, and the below is Kan, water, a pit, and danger. So the messages we have today are I'm not sure. Che indicates that if no further operations be called for, good fortune is coming back to old conditions. Whew! Love the sound of that. In some operations will be called for, good fortune in the early conducting of them. Reread that. If some operations be called for, good fortune in the early conducting of them. All right, that's the overall message. Feels fabulous. That's the removing obstacles. Now, the 2 moving numbers are... So today, when I was tossing the coins, all of the hexagram from bottom up is all 8s and 9s. So I haven't seen that configuration for a while, and that kind of perked my interest. But the first moving number is 9 in the second position. And that reads... You know something? That's so interesting. I'll be completely honest with you. There's no 9 in the second position. This has never happened. I don't know. Oh, yes, there is. It's very interesting, but it's kind of, there's something in that. There's a lot of typo errors I'm finding out as time has gone on. But anyway, there is. So it has a dot for emphasis. He catches in hunting 3 foxes and obtains the yellow golden arrows. Good fortune. I'll read it again. He catches in hunting 3 foxes and obtains the yellow golden arrows. Good fortune. Ooh, I like the sound of that, and it's metaphorical, so you have to think how that pertains to you in your life, our lives. Okay, so then we have 9 in the 5th position with another dot for emphasis. The superior man executes his function of removing injurious obstacles. Good fortune. Confidence in him will be shown even by small-minded people. So, I mean, you know, we won't elaborate on the small-minded people. We know what that means, and we do want to expand our minds whenever possible to bring in wonderful new thoughts and possibilities for ourselves, always. And it's hard. It's harder for some people than others. You know, that's just the reality. But this is good energy messages for us today. And I absolutely love that. And I felt that could be a possibility. So then after the moving hexagram comes the non. And I love this too. Kun, and number 2 is the number, and the title is receptive. The above part of the hexagram is Kun, earth, receptive, and devoted, and below is Kun, because on the right side of where it was first the hexagram with the moving and then becomes the non, it's all 8s, and that's such power. I mean, the power of number 8 it's unparalleled with other numbers. So, you know, the below hexagram, Kun, earth, receptive, and devoted, so you have the same. The final message of the I Ching coins for everybody, Kun represents what is great and originating, penetrating, advantageous, correct, and having the firmness of a mare. We've gotten this before. I've loved it every time. When the superior man has to make any movement, if he takes the initiative, he goes astray. If he follows, he will find his proper lord. If he rests in correctness and firmness, good fortune. And let us rest, everybody. Let us be peaceful, and let us feel this incredible trust in the universe and in ourselves. And may I just add a couple more things, because I'm kind of in a mood to chat today. I went to the health food store. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I do invest in my health whenever possible, and I prefer natural over any other types, but other types of medicines have their place. I understand this. But there's this incredible woman, and she's in her 80s, but you cannot tell, and she's been in the health industry for many of those years. And she's just this plethora of knowledge. I mean, I love talking with her. She loves sharing. She reads like everything. And so I wanted to go in for some zinc little lozenges, because I read that in addition to the natural things we would do anytime there's something that we don't want to catch, it would be a lot of hand washing, of course, especially for my job and being a massage therapist, you know, you're around extra people. It is about keeping yourself rested and hydrated and those things. But then it said, let's just say you have a slight little tickle in your throat. Nothing, you know, a lot. That's great English. Nothing too alarming. But then zinc is supposed to be one of those things that kind of nips that right in the bud. And I don't have that, but I figured I'd had some zinc. And I thought, well, let's just keep that in my pockets for, you know, whenever I should need it. And they're completely out. Surprise, surprise. But our conversation went from one thing to another, as it always does. And the one thing that came to mind, and I was shared once again, which I definitely want to share with you, is this wonderful woman at the health food store, her name is Phyllis, said years ago, he and his wife were staying at a location, and he contracted this terminal illness. Don't remember the name. It just went on and on with so many syllables. I wouldn't know how to pronounce it. And anyway, he went to a lot of doctors, and one of the doctors said to him, you need to watch anything you can that makes you laugh. And he proceeded to do this with Candid Camera. Remember that show? I used to love that. Everyone has their own choice of what they prefer and what makes them laugh. Anyway, long story short, documented, factual, after so many months of this watching and laughing, he was completely cured. So trust me when I tell you, laughing is the best medicine, because I always feel so phenomenal when I laugh, and I don't laugh as much as I used to, but I find myself at home watching shows purposely that make me laugh, and it just, you can feel it in your gut, it actually hurts. That's your immune system working and strengthening itself. So I wanted to share that tip with you. And so those are the 18 coin messages, but we're going to move on to the overall general tarot energies for today. And the 5 topics. And I am going to shuffle. I'm using our Art Nouveau Tarot. It's a sunny day. I have the natural light coming in, and I love the sparkliness of these and the fact that they were a gift. And the energy brought into them, the more I use them, the more efficient it comes. So yes, I definitely hope you're all doing well. I was able to visit with my children yesterday, and we were all well and feeling very grateful for that. And, you know, there's a lot of changes happening right now. So as I said before, fear is not the answer. Just be smart and sensible for yourself and bring out that love from yourself. And I think it'll help be one of the best immune builders as well. Just my own personal belief that I hope I can impart on you without feeling like I'm on my soapbox or anything of that nature. But, so yes, it was good to see them. And then, I don't know, you know, we use our mind for so many things. And the one thing that they say is not good, they, meaning a lot of times I've read, you don't want to go to your past too much, but our mind is a phenomenal tool when it's used properly. And the words and thoughts that we think, if they're the right ones, they're going to help us. If they're not, they're not. But I found myself yesterday very clearly at the end of the day going to my mind so that I could purposefully remember the morning brunch that we had, because I felt such love and happiness being there. The food was good, the company, and it was really cool to be able to just focus back in on that, feeling good feeling, which of course is part of our whole super attractor manifestation aspect. And I love that our minds can do that for us. And I guess I'm trying to say, whenever possible, let's try to work on remembering as many good things as possible. I think that'll help a lot. That's no new news, though. That's a reality for, gosh, as long as I guess people have been able to think. Ooh, there we go. Let's do 2. That's the first 2. And of course I will tell you what they are as we go along, and of course their meanings, both with my spirit guidance and the, you know, traditional meanings behind the cards. I mix them both together. Some come out more predominantly than others. Okay, so, and you don't know? I don't know. Overall energies for everybody. Alright, so that's what we have for now. Now, the first one is going to be just what it says, the overall energy of the week for us all. And what that is today is the 7 of Cups. Interesting, because yesterday was the 7 of Cups. Well, that's just a double whammy on that, isn't it? This is about, well, the other card in the deck I used was the Guild Tarot, and it came up with the 7 of Cups and the word for it, because every card in that particular deck has a word. It was imagination. What can you imagine your life to be? What choices do you choose that are going to better yourself versus not? What are you going to believe about your health and well-being? That's pretty special right now. You have that choice. We all have that choice. And the cards are, the cups are emotions. So with the moon involved, still in sun, Pisces season, a water sign cup, as well as Scorpio and Cancer. I mean, this says a lot. And you know, emotions are not to be stuffed down. They're to be felt and brought to the surface. And recognize so that they can, in fact, if they're not a great emotion, you need them to come up to let them go and let this moon completely disperse and eliminate them. They have to be brought up, though. You have to be recognizing and you have to feel them. It's not always fun, I know, but when you do, it helps to release them. What are your choices you're wanting to make? There's a lot, but the best thing to do is to hone in on one or two, maybe. Too many actually eliminates the energy and the ability to create them for yourselves. I've done that route. It's not, the multitasking, testing. Not everything is, it's lived up to be or, spoken about. So, interesting overall. Once again, 7 of Cups. The second card is the possible obstacles. Okay, well, yeah, this is very suitable for that, but it doesn't disturb me personally, and I'll tell you why. It's the 5 of Swords. The swords of the air signs, they're the Libras, Geminis, and Aquarians. They're the thinkers. They're the logical ones. They're the ones who have to see all sides of a situation, who choose to have the balance, the justice, the fairness. They'll be very direct, and they kind of think and solve things mainly from here up a lot of times, but they definitely have hearts. Don't ever think otherwise. It's just how they strategize and choose to work through their lives, and helping others, because they definitely want to help others. So the possible obstacles would be that you're having a little bit of conflict in, communicating. Perhaps we are still, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you the best news. We're still, today Mercury goes direct. Yes, it's true. And we're still going to feel some things for another week or so as it clears the decks and the dust settles. And so I would not be surprised if there's a little confusion in what you're hearing on the news, what you're choosing to take action on, or what your conversations might be a little askew still. Miscommunications are very possible. That's just how it is. It's nothing to be concerned about. And it's going to be way better as the day and the weeks progress. So something we've all been waiting for, and it makes me feel very, very happy for everybody. And I will say yet again, yes, I experienced delays. Yes, I experienced some unusual occurrences that would not normally happen as far as I'm concerned. But I also had a lot of beautiful, wonderful things happen during Mercury retrograde. So I'm not somebody that's going to put a negative slant on it completely. It just isn't something that I feel I need to do. And, that's just my own choice. But so that might be a possible obstacle. Just be aware of that. Watch how you word things. You don't want to be misconstrued, and you still want to watch your emails and how you word those and such. But we are on the clear straight out of that one. So that makes me happy. The third one is about health. And we all want to know about health right now. Oh, yes. And we got this 2 weeks ago or more. This is really important. This is the Major Arcana Temperance card. Now, it speaks for itself when you look at it, and it's a gorgeous card, too. Got this angel with this incredible halo and guidance of love and God and the universe and cups. Now, it's not because it's a cup card, but the cups represent the water, and there's flushing from pouring one to the other. The balance, the stabilities of our life, the temperance aspect, keeping things moderate, keeping them temperate in all areas of our life. Don't overwork, don't over stress, don't overeat, don't over exercise, don't overthink. Try to honestly, very powerfully sit with yourself. Still finding words hard to say. Sit with yourself and recognize what that means to you. It's hard for some people to stop, it really is, but it is absolutely in your favor to do so. And I love that this comes up now. Be aware of what your body is needing at all times and then cater to that. If you need to stop a little earlier at work, do so. That will be there, We had the time change. Yes! So daylight saving time, so it's lighter longer. And that's going to make us feel a little bit affected, I think, for a day or so. I woke up a little later today and it felt great because I was tired and I needed to do that. That's all. Basically, in a nutshell, be aware, be temperate, and your health will be rewarded for it. Love that. So then we have our love card for the week. Okay. Doesn't normally look like a love card, but I love it because it's the Six of Swords, which we had yesterday or the day before. Wouldn't have been yesterday, because yesterday was Seven of Cups. But we had this not long ago. And this is once again the air signs. This is about moving away from obstacles to the better, successful aspects of our life. And we know we've had them. We know they're around us. But what a wonderful way to start the week thinking and knowing, since we're using our thoughts with these wonderful air signs. The swords being sharp, clear, much more clear now with the retrograde going forward. Love of self always comes to mind right off the bat because that's what's going to give you the ability to love others the best you can. Move away from situations that have not been to your highest good in regards to loved ones, and I don't know what that means for you, but you're moving away from things that have caused you some difficulties. Let's just put it that way, and challenges. That's absolutely happening in the love department. And I mean, love of friends and family and so forth. Of course, spouse and girlfriends and boyfriends, but maybe the things that were bothering you, you realize they just aren't that important. They were just more of a thing that was going in your mind, and there were thoughts that you were stinking thinking. And I stole that saying, and I'm going to admit it straight up, from Minnow Pond, one of my favorite psychics and tarot readers on the YouTube. I've watched him for many years, so you might want to check him out. But yeah, no, this is beautiful, everybody. This is the way you want to feel about love and conditions regarding love. I mean, love should really feel light and happy. And I know there's going to be, working out stuff. That's also a part of love. But no, this is getting way better in the love department feeling situations. So that's beautiful for the week too. And last but not least, we have the financial card. Oh yeah. Ooh, you're going to love this one, everyone. And what a beautiful card, man. This is fantastic. 9 of Pentacles. Well, that's just the one shy of 10 of Pentacles. And that's where you have the house and the family and everything all together, that's the Cups too, by the way. But both of the 10s are, at the optimal. But no, the 9 is just wishes fulfilled. And when it comes to money, there's all those coins around. So prepare yourself for better financial times. Yes, I hear about it, but I'm not a part of it. The crashing of the, stocks and all that, and that's changing. That's temporary, and it's going to happen when things are frightening to people or they're concerned about their money. Man, things are improving. Whoa, what is it you want to put your money? Are you investing in something? Are you deciding this is the time? Because it really is. This is the year 2020. Investing in your future. And whatever that means, but I understand in my own family there's a couple of interests in investing in property, and I don't think you can go wrong with that. I'm not a real estate agent, but I'm pretty sure you can always feel good if you can possibly do it. If something comes up for you. And I think this is a year that's going to surprise a lot of people that way, and fantastic. There's so much love and beauty in this world. What a fabulous, fabulous card, huh? Let's review. Overall energy in general, 7 of Cups, lots of options, lots of opportunities. What do you want to choose? You'll know what's right for you. Possible obstacles, 5 of Swords. Still thinking of things that are kind of maybe just upsetting to you and had been upsetting, maybe having some friction with some people. Very light, nothing to concern yourself with, and part of the past, really. Health. Be temperate, be moderate, love yourself, take care of yourself. Keep it balanced. Love. Moving away from problems, stress, disagreements. Opening your heart more. That'll help out immensely. And finances, 9 of Pentacles, come on. And this is the earth quality, you know, the Pentacles of the Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. We have the moon in Virgo, so double whammy on that. Is that some kind of intention you'd like to set? Because this is the time, so got that extra energy going with you for that. And with spring coming and everything, this is beautiful, everybody. This is a wonderful week. I'm very pleased that we will all receive these energies and take them in as we will. And then, of course, I'll finish now with your super attractor manifestation card. And I hope you're doing these. And thank you for the people that are commenting on my channel and liking, of course. Please subscribe. I have a little campaign going. And those that subscribe will be entered into a free tarot deck sent to you. That's my first time, but it won't be my last. And I'm happy to do it. And I will be doing readings, and I'm getting all that established. This is the month. I had to wait till the Mercury retrograde. Thought I was going to have it started before. It didn't work out. Still moving forward. That's how I like to think of things. And that is what's happening. So present and forward for me. So if you're interested in whatnot, just send a comment, and I'll pick either through comments or however. But it will be a person that's subscribed. So you'll have to be subscribed, okay? And I'll be pulling that at the end of the month. And I'll be announcing it, so that's fun and exciting, and I look forward to more subscribers. I love and appreciate your support. So for today, the overall super attractor card is just reminding us what manifestation is. We haven't gotten this in a while, and I love it. Manifesting is the creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create an experience that elevates my spirit and the spirit of the world. So that's it in a nutshell. That's one way to describe it and express it. Of course, the other is the feeling, and the elevation part is absolutely a part of that feeling. Elevate yourself. Elevate your love. Elevate your joy. I wish you the very, very best. I send you incredible healing energy, as I said. Thank you for your time, and I'll be back tomorrow. So until then, please take great care of yourself, and bye for now.